Okay, we are back, and we've swapped places. Hi, my name is Iceblue. I'm going to be running Mega Man Battle Network 2 on the Legacy Collection, which reason being, it's in English, makes it easier to understand, and it also runs basically the Japanese version of the game, which allows us to perform a hilarious attack glitch in this game. With me on commentary, I have Phantom. Phantom, if you want to introduce yourself.
Not really.
Not really? Okay, good. Good, I didn't want you to introduce yourself anyway.
Yeah, this is the sequel to the last game. That was Battle Network 6.
Yeah, it goes 6, 2, 4, 3, 5. And then 1 is its own game.
Something like that.
Yeah. We're not on the title screen yet, because I am going to be hilariously attempting. I say hilariously attempting because the Legacy Collection actually is quite a few frames behind, or I think it's either behind or it's faster than the GBA version. But we're going to be doing a style manip, hopefully, and hopefully we're going to be getting the Aqua style. Probably not. We're probably going to end up with, like, flame or wood. I'd be fine with Electka style, but it's probably not going to happen. But yeah, I'm going to be listening for an audio cue here, and then we're going to start the game.
Take it away, operator.
Surely it's
Alright.
one of the 5 frames.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
Yeah, so this is the beginning.
Yeah, so this is BN2. Like normal fashion, we have to go and do our homework. Oh, and talk to Mom. Because we got our report card today. And yeah, LAN is failing. let's straight up say that. LAN is failing.
I can't believe this would happen.
Alright, so this is going to be just a tutorial. Pretty much the same concept of how 6 was. Except there's more arrows pointing at things.
Yeah, we're going to be taking cannon battle chips to defeat the Metars, and then instead of taking, like... It's mostly different at the end. I think the second one is still Wide Sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But they're L-coded instead of S-coded. And then we're going to be using like buster shots and a second turn of chip draws to defeat the virus in the back.
Yeah, I don't do any of the manips in this this category. So this is different from any percent. This category is actually called single segment, and what that means is basically you're not allowed to like save and quit to the title screen, or you're also not allowed to game over. That is in place so you can basically not like RNG manip at will. Because the any percent category does a lot of RNG manipping.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now that we finished our homework, we're gonna go meet, you know, Dex and the gang at the square. Something that BN6 didn't have.
Yep.
But we're going to be looking for 2 main chips here, and we're going to be trying to avoid using our buster as much as possible, because we're looking for a specific style, and that style is we have to use a lot of like combination chips in order to get the cust style, and that's going to give us more chips on first turn. These are some pretty bad draws.
Yeah, using add also greatly gives you a lot more points for custom style.
Yep. This is just...
That's fine.
I also need to get Guard Star here. I need at least 2 of them. Yikes.
Yeah, the Battle Network 2 starting folder is not particularly great.
It's pretty bad. Alright, we're gonna take damage here a couple times. That's just so we can drop the battle rank. We want a battle rank 6 on this, because that's the highest chance to get a Guard Star, which we got one there. We need a second one. I like doing I like checking this GMD here, because it has a chance of having Zennies in it, and we need at least 400 Zennies for the first comp that we go to. It moved.
Yeah, you can run away in BN2, but the runaways are not actually RNG, they're more fixed. Whether or not you will run away on your first attempt, or your second, or your third. Versus some of the later games that are actually give you a chance to run away even on first turn, no matter what your internal level is.
Yep. Yeah, there's a specific level you need to be for like every zone, and it's pretty lenient. I always forget you can skip that.
A lot of cutscenes in this game don't look like cutscenes.
Yeah.
There's no real cue that you've entered a cutscene, but you can press or hold start to skip them.
Yeah, we were set on a task to find the hope data and the hero data. And it's much faster to just jack out here to grab the hope data, because it is in ACDC 1 or Den Area 1.
Basically at the very beginning.
Another interesting thing with this game is the same kind of the same way that encounter skips work in BN6. There's certain things that allow you. Nice, 2 Guard Stars is very good. There's certain things that will allow you to do skip encounters here, like talking to this cube. That resets my encounter steps. And then changing zones also will do the same thing. Ooh.
Yeah, the Mega Buster in the first 3 games is quite a bit faster than the later 3 in the series. You can actually cancel the M leg of the Buster by moving, and also if you are in the front row like that, or just shooting a virus up close, then the Buster shots go away immediately and can be immediately refired.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why you're going to see me taking out more of the back row enemies before I take out the front row enemies. I was trying to find a way to combo chips there just in case, but it was not working. Alright, there's a small chance we get another encounter here. We did not.
Yeah, generally encounters are fairly lenient in this game. Thankfully, because the folder is not really ever going to get particularly strong. There's going to be a lot of farming for very specific hands. And now we're going to take a quick detour.
All right. So we find out that one of our friends is in trouble at the house. There's a bunch of gas being leaked into her house, and she's unconscious. But we're gonna make a quick detour here, and we're gonna be hopefully getting some dash chips here. Hopefully dash star chips.
Yeah, so we're looking for a very specific virus.
It's gonna take 2 turns to run here.
Yeah, not really a good hand for that.
Yeah, we're looking for the fishy chips. Those are going to, we have a high chance of... Oh, it's three runs, wow. Okay. Well, this is unfortunate. I should have just taken out this encounter. Yeah, we're looking for fishies, and we need to draw swords. Incredible.
That's definitely a fish, right? Yeah, I think most encounters in the doghouse have at least a fishy.
Yeah, it's I think 4 or 5 different encounters that have them.
Yeah, and only a couple that don't.
Yeah, we're pretty much stuck here until we get the right... Oh, that's not even the great one. Oh. Well, we're definitely not going to get the right dash chip off of this.
It's possible, I think, to get a dash B? Maybe not with that hand, though.
Yeah. Did I? I'm going to have to check. I don't know if I put... Did I move the swords to the top?
I'm pretty sure you did.
Okay, I did.
There are 5 swords at the top of the folder. Pretty decent chance you'll draw one of them.
We're just getting scammed. I think I needed the wide sword for that one.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, I think I definitely needed the wide sword for that one. Yeah, we need at least one for a program advance that we're going to be using. Oh. This might be a good opportunity that I'm just gonna jack out and jack back in because the next hit will delete me. Or never mind.
No, that's fine.
We're fine. We're fine.
Yeah, when your health drops pretty low in this game in particular, it tends to give you health refills. Hey.
I'll take just one at this point. G? Thank you.
Oh, dash G.
Whatever. I'll take it. You need more than that, but just for time's sake.
Yeah, it's mostly for a single program advance. In order to fight a later boss.
Yep. All right.
But this is the first scenario.
So Dex ran in immediately unconscious. just to show you how useful he is as a character.
Nice.
Hey, it's like BN1 all over again. Interacting with these also resets your encounters. Except we were on a very short leash there.
That's plenty of ways to kill viruses now, especially with dash. Chance of drawing dash.
Alright, so we're going to be picking up our first HP memory here, and that's going to basically allow us to sneak around the rest of this scenario. Oh. Nice.
Yeah, only needing 120 to sneak around a dungeon is hilarious.
It's unheard of in future games. Oh no, we can't get close to Yai, who's in the bathtub. So we're gonna go and steal her fan collection.
Land got fan.
His animation for like fanning that spot is like so funny. And just like BN6, we're going to be picking up some reg ups because we're going to need to reg up a certain chip later on that's going to be pretty much the entire staple of this run. This is the first boss. This is Airman. He blows gusts of air at you.
I can't believe this.
I don't want to use that shield chip. Ow.
Oh, you can escape.
Finally. Oh my god. And that was Airman.
Yeah, that was a
Oh,
that was
wow.
a boss fight.
Sub 30 seconds, not even close. I've definitely never done this on a run where you forget to talk to Yai here and grab that code. Never in my life.
I can't believe you're stealing her password off of her unconscious body and then jacking into her phone.
Oh wait, no, it's this way. We might see an encounter here. Yep. Hey, look, wait, we have redemption here. Wait, hold on.
Maybe.
Nope, no redemption. Yeah, there's no way we see a redemption here. Yeah.
I think there was like a 3% chance with the 6 rank.
Alright.
Yeah, stealing Yai's password and her 1,000 zenny.
She's got plenty of money. Like, Yai doesn't need it. Later on in the game, she gives you just for bringing her something you spent $1,000 on, she gives you 10 grand. It's fine. Alright, so we're gonna come over here. We need to pick up some chips and an HP memory from this NPC, which is why we needed the money. And then we're also going to use Yai's code, and we are going to go and take an HP memory from her PC, which you could tell Yai is very full of herself.
You're stealing her health upgrades also?
She don't need them. Alright. now we get to go do my favorite thing in the world. We're gonna go and battle Dex.
For no reason whatsoever. He's just sitting at home. Breaking panels.
Sir.
Breaking more panels. LOL.
LOL. Sir!
Oh.
Get out of here.
You walk into his house and he just starts breaking the floor.
Honestly deserved. Alright, so after we bully Dex, we're gonna come talk to our girlfriend. She says no. And then we're gonna go to Yai's house. We're trying to go camping.
No one wants to go camping. I can't believe this.
Mega Man has no friends. Unfortunate. Oh, no, I don't want to go there.
The Mari Pass.
Alright, so now we find out that there's some cool stuff going on and we need to go get our B license.
From Z to B, that's pretty far. What about all the other letters?
They don't matter. Alright, so we now have a kind of like a battle gauntlet here. We are going to take out 2 shotgun J's. We're gonna reg. That is the wrong button. That is also the wrong button. We're gonna reg a guard star. We're gonna take out this area grab and the escape. We're gonna put Gutsman and these 3 in. And then we're going to sort by quantity. Alright, so ideally we want to avoid using Navi chips here, unless the first draw is bad. Also, it does not matter what chips we use in these fights. The only ones that it matters for is if we get like a result screen. That's when the game kind of tracks the point system for which kind of style we get later on in the mother comp.
Very easy fights.
Yeah, these are pretty simple. Except when this happens.
Oh no, the cannons.
Oh no. What in God's name is this draw?
Just don't get hit.
But I want to get hit there. Alright. We are now going by some more sneak runs.
I can't believe you would buy sneak runs.
Yeah, they're not $500 this time. Inflation hasn't hit too hard yet.
I think between the 2 games it's supposed to be like a year.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
It's this guy.
Because I think basically the first 5 games all take place in 1 year, and then the 6th game is the next year.
It's wild because he changes grades every game.
He's like always 4th grade or 5th grade or something.
All right, so we're gonna break into Dex's PC. We're gonna take these. That's probably the only money he's ever had. So
Take his $8 straight from his computer.
Hacker man. Ideally, we draw a dash, which we did, and I messed it up.
Eh.
All right, well, this is gonna be a excruciatingly long fight.
You got swords, you got...
All right, well, we're out of options for sword. Here, look.
You got a sword.
Oh my
You got
god!
more swords.
Get him out of here. This is why ideally we want to have more than one dash chip. Just because of a scenario like this.
Ow.
It's fine. I'm not worried about it. Alright, so now we need to go and give this NPC his walk prog back. Because he forgot how to walk.
He can't walk without his program that tells him how to walk. Really, like a core component of just really any Navi.
There is a slight chance we get an encounter here. Hopefully, we don't. Just kidding. Because flappies are kind of not fun.
But Quake is so good.
Yeah, maybe in BN1. God, this game just gives me the worst sword codes ever.
Oh no, the floor is gone.
Oh no.
Oh, no Quake.
Wouldn't use it anyway. Pick up the nice data. There's probably a specific number in there.
And now we have another classic gauntlet fight.
Ooh.
Not too bad. For that hand.
This is just... God.
Maybe overkill.
Nah, deserved. This is probably the worst encounter out of this group. Metar 2 and above are particularly terrible. Because guards are just too slow to like reach them, and they're all back road.
Yep.
And whenever they're not attacking, they're guarding. So I just can't do anything about them. My goodness.
No problem whatsoever.
Don't worry, the deck gets a lot better later on. Jesus.
Who needs chips?
Oh god. Alright, we gotta be a little careful. We don't want to get deleted in the middle of this gauntlet. Where is Gutsman?
Gone. Easy.
Yeah, not even sweating.
Now you got the B license. And you can do stuff with it.
Yeah. Like B license things.
Yep.
Or something. This route that I'm using is definitely not one of the faster routes. It's kind of like a moderately speeded route. The fastest route actually manips the first like 10 minutes of the game. And they manip 5 dash stars, which is very impressive. But that requires also being on GBA, which uses the Japanese version.
Buzz.
That guy's not suspicious at all, by the way.
How will you get rid of these bees?
We're going to swing a flaming stick at them.
Paper? That was a tree.
Alright, the bees are gone. We found some paper. It was on the floor. And we lit it on fire with a lighter that we also found on the floor.
Who just leaves a lighter in the forest?
Smokey the bear? I don't know.
That bear?
Yeah. Also, there's some lyrics that I introduced to Port Rish, with this with the like spooky music. Where am I going? Oh, okay, we're not going anywhere apparently. Yep.
Why is that Metar 2?
It comes out of defense because he thinks it's his turn. Thank you. It's this guy. Alright. Can we draw? We did!
Alright.
1, 2, 3.
And the dogs are gone.
Forgot to talk to Dex, who was trying to run over here. Weirdo.
He's running a marathon.
Definitely ain't running anywhere else.
Bubbler G.
Talk to that weird kid. Talk to this old man.
Some nice firewood. I don't know if she should have just given you a knife.
What do you mean? This is dramatic music. This is dramatic music. See, it works perfectly. This is dramatic music.
Off limits.
Yeah, it's off limits. So now we find out that there are bombs around the camp. And we now have to figure out how to defuse these bombs. So we're just gonna jack into this random PET that's on the floor.
Why do you keep getting messages from Chad?
Because he's a chod.
What's he want?
Chod things. So the reason that we picked up a lot of these HP memories is because we need to be a certain level in order to avoid all the encounters in here with a sneak run. Okay, so now we're gonna jack into this thermos. We have to be kind of careful like where we walk here, because if we walk too close to certain like pathways, they do start exploding, which is pretty much a time loss here. But as long as we stay just enough distance away from them, they won't start blowing up. That's why we can't get that BMD here. We have to get it from this side. Otherwise, it'll just blow up. Okay. We are going to jack in behind this waterfall. I don't know what he's doing back there. We can't see it. Let's make sure we just stay pretty far away from... If you get too close to some of these pathways, they just start exploding for no reason. Even if you're not even going that way.
So much money.
Pick up some extra money. Yeah, it's $15.
You could buy so many things with that.
Yeah, you could buy like a LAN action figure.
I don't know about that.
What do you mean? Alright, and now for the final thing that we have to do is we need to jack in to Dave, the bomber. Oop. No, no. Alright, so we're gonna jack into Dave right here. Who just so happens to be the operator of this bomb comp.
Bomb man, right?
Yeah. No. This operator is a quick man. You know, just there we go. I don't think we actually needed that, but it was in my way. Now we do need this. That one's important. So is this one? This is an attack 10. We want as many star-coded chips as we could possibly get. And then $3,000.
I also want that.
Oh. Alright, so this entire fight is me searching for 3 chips. And we're just gonna sit here and have a stare down with Quickman.
Quickman has 400 HP and he is completely invincible unless he is attacking. So we're waiting for a special combination that does 400 damage.
Yep. Well, we have 2 pieces of it.
2 pieces of Exodia.
There we go. Alright, so this is a program advance. By using those in a specific order, we get a very strong attack, and now we have to wait for Quickman to attack. And we're just gonna punch Quickman directly in the jaw, and he's dead.
Is that a punch? I don't think you got hit by a punch.
Yeah, it was a punch. Mega Man was punching as he was flying. Sort of. Alright. So now we need to go to Marine Harbor. Or Mary. We're gonna jack in to what they call the square PC. Because it's a square, I guess.
It's pretty rectangular.
Well, whatever. So, Lan has discovered that there's a place in the world that serves delicious food, and Lan is hungry. But honestly, same. So we're gonna go to a place that's called Yumland. But right now we can't, because it's blocked by this cube, and we need the A license for it. I forget who is it. Oh, yeah, downstairs. He's gonna tell us that we can't do the A license yet until we do missions. Nope. So we're gonna have to do 3 missions on the board here to get the ability to take our A license exam.
Forced side quests.
Yeah. So now we're gonna go. We have to go talk to one of the people out here. She's gonna tell us, or he's gonna tell us that his he lost a Mr. Prague on the net, and we need to go find him. Also, remember that grill for later. We're gonna be visiting that grill in the near future. We buy the passes like right when we get off because it's just it's a little bit faster because you're closer to the ticket machine. Okay. So remember that Yumland cube? Well, that also has the Prague that we're missing. You somehow got lost right next to the cube we were looking at.
You saved him.
Yeah, we saved him. Alright. We did it. That's it. That's it. We beat the game. That kid with the blue hat is like the most inconvenient NPC ever. Because if you move like, I think it's like a couple extra pixels to the left, he blocks you.
Typical.
We find out, oh my goodness, that guy was an official and he was just testing us. Unreal. Alright, so now we gotta do other 2 missions. I think we do mission 1 next. But we get to do one more thing that's really cool. And it's also my favorite thing in the game. Phantom, do you know what it is?
I have no idea.
Oh, come on. It's like only the best.
It could be anything.
So we're going to talk to this guy. We're going to come in here and we're going to beat up Dex again. You missed. You missed again.
Nice hand.
Yeah. Cannon. Ah! Alright, Guts Man. Need to check the location of my Guts Man in my folder. I've like bottom decked this Guts Man like every battle. Except for like the first 2 battle. Oh my lord.
LLL.
I don't get to do the funny thing if this keeps up. Finally. You get to beat Dex with his own Navi. Ow. Alright, so we're gonna get Gutsman V2. Then we're gonna jack into his Game Boy.
You can do that?
Yeah, it's a new feature. Alright, so let's see, we're looking at that. And then we stop.
That's a lot of swords.
Yeah, they're all gone. Buddy? Are we gonna...
Nope.
That handy was just sitting there staring at me. Like, nah. We ain't moving.
You first.
We're gonna jack into this random, like, toy in the park.
$3,000?
Yeah. No. I'm gonna regret using that. And then this is probably one of the encounters of all time. These have an encounter in here called Flamies. And then the way that Flamies work is if you're on the same line as them, they will dash up and then crash down through the panels. But Flamey 3 likes to move onto your space. Well, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be very bad.
It's fine.
Alright, he dies next turn, it's okay. Now we're just gonna have a stare down. This is the most draw of all time. I'm just gonna eat some damage there, and we're just gonna do that. Oh, it's because I was standing in the spot. That makes sense. Alright, now we need to do our final mission here, which is mission 2. And that one is to go to the square, because we get to go to a new area.
There's more areas?
Yeah. We're gonna go to the Kotobuki area. First, we're gonna spend some money.
I hate spending money.
Too bad. Alright, so those 2 power-ups into charge increase Mega Man's level by quite a bit, which is going to push us over the threshold to get no encounters in the Koto area with a sneak run. Gotta be careful, there's a hidden bug frag behind that ramp. These, the earlier games love to hide mystery datas behind, like, ramps and things like that. Alright, so before we go talk to this NPC, we're gonna come in here. Nope, that's the wrong person. We buy that because it's a star chip, and it helps us out. Alright, so that guy wants us to jack into this coffee machine.
Oh, that's not sanitary.
I don't think anything is, honestly. That's not the right button either. I'm just making a safety save, because this encounter can sometimes be pretty bad. We did not get lucky there. Sometimes they all like to go to the same... Oh. I'm just gonna wait. We also want to kind of stock up on as many battle chips and other chips as we can, because we're going to be doing some gambling later.
Oh boy.
Let's go gambling. The gambling is just at a hopes that we get another prism chip, or 2 or 3 or 4, and then I don't feed them into the chip trader like I did last time. Alright, so now we can finish up this task, get our last thing, and then we can go take our A license exam. Oh boy, exams.
What's the answer to
C.
B?
The answer's C.
B&2 in particular likes to make you run around to locations multiple times.
So, shockingly, that guy is a that NPC, when you talk to him that next time, is he's a cutscene, so you can just skip the entire dialogue. Alright, more gauntlet.
This doesn't seem so bad.
Yeah, not with dash chip wrenched. Never lucky.
Unbelievable.
No. Nice. Alright, well, I hope you like a stare down.
Nope.
We're gonna be staring for a little bit.
Perfect.
Oh, that's cool. What
They never saw
viruses?
coming.
Give me a +10, please. Never, 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 never lucky. I forgot the charge buster only does 5.
Yep.
Oh. I forgot it was that bad in this one. Yeah, the charge buster in this game is hilariously bad until you get your style. Alright, so we're gonna make our way back over to the Kodo area. There is a Navi causing some issues. We're gonna go and take care of them. Good God, this is awful.
Who needs chips? See, it's that easy.
Yeah, not even a problem. Wow, Meteor 9.
Bad data.
It's so bad. It's like the Power Glove. Okay, so we need to go fight the Lil Bro, as they call him. This one is actually, the Lil Bro is actually a little bit more of a scarier encounter than Big Bro. Because he has sortie 3s. It's funny, we have the program advance. Okay, so now we're just gonna wait this out.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Nice fire sword.
Easiest fight in the game.
Yeah, totally. Alright, now we have another 5-fight gauntlet, which we love those.
It's just one enemy. How bad could it be?
Yeah. Yeah. We're hitting nothing. Psych. A Navi program function? That didn't start until 3. Yeah, the Navi customizer wasn't until 3.
Those shrimpies kept just shooting.
This is a pretty scary encounter.
No, it's fine.
Ah, it was a little early. We're gonna need to fight this virus later on. We need a very specific battle chip from them in order to progress the story. And it's a very specific code, too.
Battle Network would never do that.
Nice. It went upward instead of down. That's great. Oh.
Huh?
Nice.
He only had 4 HP.
Alright. So now we got our A license. We can go to Yumland and eat all the delicious food. Right?
How does that work when you're on the internet?
Don't ask questions.
Is this just like going to Amazon or something?
Yeah. Sorta. Amazyum.com.
Amazon.yum.
Alright. So we're gonna make a couple purchases here. We're gonna buy 2 of those. We'll be making a folder edit later on with that. There's a bug frag back there. Need to come grab this. Again, a lot of the chip routing in this this route is just a bunch of B codes and star codes, and then the G codes for the gut shoot early on. Oh no, Yumland's getting attacked. Oh, what about my food? I'm hungry.
Where'd everyone go?
Everyone's dead.
Oh well.
It's okay, we didn't need music anyway. You get some keyboard chatter though. Let's see. Taking out bubbler G, and then panel out B. We're gonna put in that. We're gonna sort by attack, and then we're gonna swap the second guard with heat shot B. This is a pretty big menu here. That's main B2 with first wide sword L, and gut punch with third, and second wide sword L with guts man.
Oh, it's Cut Man.
Yeah.
What's he gonna do?
Cut. See?
Why would he do this?
He's cutting.
You can't just throw scissors around.
He can. He's cutting up. The lower your HP you get him, the more often he comes to the front row. So we're just gonna punch him in the jaw. like this. Alright, Cutman's dead.
Oh no.
He will not scissor anymore. Alright, this is very important. I've missed this a lot in runs. We have to make sure we jack into this wall panel here because there is an unlocker. And we need this for a power-up later on. And it is very, very important that we grab that. Then there's just sort of this random guy just chilling under Dex's house. I think he says it's like too hot or something. Like that's gonna help him or something. Alright, we need to go talk to Dad. Alright, so this is going to be the important. If we hit the manip right, we should get Aqua Style. Most probably are not getting Aqua Style. Like I said, the audio cue is different in Legacy Collection than it is on the GBA. Not this one. Ugh. So we need to find a thing called the change.bat, which is going to basically allow Mega Man to change styles. Hello, Thunder. I don't know if that came through my mic or not.
Iron Man. I can't believe Iron Man is in this game.
Yeah. Hold on, wait. I think this is the part where you do this. Yeah. There's we're gonna break into this newscasting van, and we're gonna steal this 1,000 zenny, and then we're gonna leave.
All for 1,000 zenny.
I mean, if you were given the opportunity to rob a van
for $10.
Yeah. Gotta go deliver this battery to a very irresponsible wife. Bum, 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 bum. Alright. So you remember the NPC over here? No, because we never came this far. Alright, so now we have the information about the change.bat. We find out that it's actually the sacred treasure of Yumland. So we get to go back to Yumland, but this time we're going on a mission to steal.
Steal their national treasure?
Yes. It's, we're going to steal the Declaration of Independence. Like that one movie.
Nope.
What do you mean, no? So yeah, it was important that we picked up that 1,000 so we can afford that HP memory. Okay, so we're gonna make a little detour here. Pick up that power up. And we're gonna go back over to Kodo Square. Because we find out that there's a... We find out from that lady that there's a Navi in Kodo Square that knows about the change bat. Change bat? Charge bat? Bat? I don't know. It's one of those. He's gonna give us the information that it's in Yumland.
Yum key.
Yeah. Yum. Okay. So we have one. We're gonna do that board request that we took on the way in. That's gonna get us a gate key for later. That's gonna open up a shortcut to one of the areas. When we're in the Freeze Man scenario. Because you are very, very limited on where you can go. I'm going to make a safety save here because this encounter can go wrong very easily. As you can see, as you can see, why that encounter can go wrong very quickly. In your attempts to avoid this, like the satellite Sparky, those things will come out of the, you know, swinging at you, like you insulted them or something. All right, so coming up here, we have one specific encounter that we need to have like pretty much the perfect draw. Otherwise, we're going to be doing the backup for a chip that we need. And it's from the Tough Bunnies, the blue ones. We need Zap Ring 2B. It is very important that we get 2B. I hope you like the golden eye alarm, by the way. Never lucky.
Of course.
I have to wait. Because they're gonna heal immediately. Nice. Alright. So this is the encounter right here. I'm gonna make another safety save. I'm not gonna save scum this because it is single segment, but we need to pretty much S rank this, which we're not going to. Oh, scammed. Alright, well, we'll just have to do the backup, and that's fine. There's a backup later on that we get that pretty much guarantees it, unless you have, like, the worst draw on the planet.
Oh, hey.
Okay, so we might have a chance from the chip trader now. Which is really funny.
Just get that backup instead of the consistent one. Nice.
Oof. You know, game. This ain't good.
That's fine.
Get rid of you.
Sorties
just-
never are a problem.
No, never.
No?
We're just gonna have to trap them. Rish, we're just gonna get the drop. It's fine. Nothing ever could go wrong with it. We just get to slowly watch our custom gauge fill up here. See, look, that encounter only took 37 seconds of my time. There is a very small chance that we get it here. It's very unlikely.
Oh? Oh.
Oh.
if
If this was V2, we were in business. Sir, he didn't move on purpose.
That was so funny.
Like, that could have actually been okay. Alright. Before we talk to Dad. Alright, we're gonna rummage through Dad's pockets.
Classic. He has a power-up in his pocket again.
Is that a power-up in your pocket, or are you not see? I'll see myself out.
It's a goofball.
Sure.
Yeah?
What in the hell is this draw? Alright, we're gonna take this area grab damage so he can't just perma poison us. Because this enemy is very dumb. Oh my god.
Easy.
Yeah, not even close. Alright, let's see if we can get this mate skip. Nope. Nope. She was walking the other way. Wait, did I have? I thought I had one more. Alright, so this is Mother Comp. This is the computer that controls everything. Life as we know it. And the first thing we're gonna do here is we're gonna spell cat. It's very important. Alright, so coming up here, we're going to get a forced encounter that's going to style change Mega Man, and we're going to see which style we get, because it's probably not going to be Aqua. I need this. This is an HP memory. Alright, here's our forced encounter, and oh god, it's a Sortie 3. Get back. All right, what are we getting, Phantom?
Custom.
We are Fire Custom. Heat Custom. That's not terrible, but it's also not great. But it's manageable. We find out those 3 official adults, their navies are deleted.
Oops.
Oops. Oh well. Anyway. We meet Proto Man. And then he just teleports away.
He'll be back.
Yeah, he'll be fine. Then we spelled something. I don't even know what that said. It was like... Which one is the best? I mean, Aqua Style is probably the best one. Your Charge Buster is like literally a machine gun. I like Aqua, and then Wood Style is my second favorite. This one is... what is this? You can go.
Oh. Okay.
Jumps.
We're almost to my favorite puzzle.
Oh. Is it the 1-letter puzzle? Because that one is pretty good. All right, chat. Say, repeat after me. B.
B.
B. Don't give up.
Sneak run ran out.
And then raccoon. Sorry, I'm like scrolling through notes. And then this one's a different weird puzzle. It's just... system ahead. System close. And virus. And here's Shadow Man.
Who?
Shadow Man. Oh, wow.
Okay.
Alright. It's a good start. Oh, I put the punch wrong. You're supposed to put the cube first. Ow. Alright, if we could time this right, we can just do that.
Okay.
Rock cubes are strong, by the way.
If he just goes in the top row, you know.
Rock cubes are strong, by the way. They say 0 damage, but they actually do 200. Alright. So now we find out we need to go to another country.
And Mom's just like, oh, you have your passport? Alright, bye.
Well, we don't actually have the passport yet.
Yeah, go get your passport from...
Yeah. We have to go get our passport, which we just hand her our PET, and she's like, here you go. Oh. Hold on. You're pretty.
You're a bit too short.
You're a bit too short to date. All right, we got our passport. Easy as pie. Oh, we were just supposed to buy all the stuff from in here. Whoops.
Oh well.
Look, that rock cube deserved to kill Shadow Man. It was great. Oh, I don't care that you're a subship dealer. Alright. Alright, so we need to come over here. We didn't complete this other job earlier because this was just very out of the way. So we're going to come back here to talk to the lady by the tent. She has a very important item that we need. It's another gate key that we're going to need for the Freeze Man scenario. Y'all keep looking at that grill. It's going to be important later on. Alright, now it's time to take an international flight.
You got wireless.
Yeah. Alright, well, we can't take Mega Man with us through the airport security. It's a TSA risk. But Chad over here is cool, and he's gonna give us Mega Man back. And now we're in Utopia. But we can't understand people. Yeah, if you don't activate the thing there, Mega Man's like, wait, you speak Netopian? And you're like, yeah. Alright. So we just got off of a 10-hour flight. Lan is pissed off. Throws a Mega Man against the wall. And then leaves. Then Higsby is like, stop being a twit. Go make friends with Mega Man again. Then you find out that somebody basically stole all your chips. We need to go over here. We need to find out about who knows, like, people around here that are in ties with, like, someone stealing our data, aka our passport and our chips. And it's that old man. Then we're going to be picking up this very, very important ship, Tree Bomb Star. Alright. There's a reg here. We're going to take out one of our guards, and we're going to put in Tree Bomb, and we're going to... Wrong button. We're going to reg it. Alright. So we don't have Aqua, unfortunately. I wonder, actually... Oh, I missed.
Well, it would have worked.
Nice. Yeah, it would have been nice if it would have worked. What is going on with this folder? We can actually do it this way. This fight is especially scary if you are Aqua style, because Thunderman does 2 times damage, but you pretty much like melt him with the tree bomb. Alright, we need to get in front of the clouds here. Let's gut shoot. We should be good for this next attack. Alright. Alright, so now we're gonna jack into Raul's radio. We're gonna use this new code we just picked up. We're going to be making a pit stop into one of the sections here coming up. We're going to be picking up a very, very, very overpowered chip. But it's only overpowered in the Japanese version. It is not overpowered in the US version. And if you were here earlier, I was explaining that this, like the version of this for the Legacy Collection, is based off of the Japanese version. Alright, so Prism. Prism is pretty disgusting. And it's kind of broken in this game to where if you throw the Prism and then throw the Tree Bomb onto the same tile, the Tree Bomb will spread the damage every frame, which I believe the Tree Bomb sits on the field for 72 frames or something like that before it decides to blow up and move. So you effectively can do about 7,200 damage with a single Tree Bomb with the Prism. Because the Tree Bomb does 100 damage, and it spreads that every frame, which is hilarious. Okay, gotta make sure we do not buy a full energy here. We are a long way from home. Oh, no. So, I knew I was gonna mess up one of these turns here. Wait. Did I miss something? I didn't talk to somebody over here, I think.
Well,
Wait a minute.
this might just work.
Nope. Never lucky. Ow. Well, we had a chance of getting a Zappering 2B. Had a chance, but I was slightly early. Ever so slightly. We might get another encounter because I do go and pick up the HP memory over there. I miss an NPC I was supposed to talk to. You? There. My bad. Alright, so we might see another 2 encounters here. I'm not going to use a sneak run. Okay, so we're going to take out Wide Sword, put in Prism. Of course we didn't draw it.
Standard.
Ow. Of course we didn't draw it.
And it's fine.
Yeah, everything's okay. Nothing's wrong. Don't mind that sound effect. It's that was just the prism slapping the... Oh no. Oh, this is terrible. Oh no, we're fine. Alright, we have a small chance of getting a Zapring to be here. It's like very minuscule, but there's a chance. Never lucky.
You got a full heal.
Perfect. Right as we were jacking out. Alright, so before we turn in the guard stars, we're gonna come over here. Oh, never mind, we don't have enough chips. We're gonna go and get 30 guard stars from this girl right here. She just happens to have 30 guard star chips. We're gonna shove these into the trader. Except for one. And there's a prism. We can take out you. Goodbye. And then there. Perfect. Alright, let's go. Gotta give Jim his guard star. And now we find out that this lady here has all of our stuff. This is Snake Man. Unfortunately, it's going to continue to be Snake Man. It's going to continue to be Snake Man. 2 prisms, by the way. Two prisms, by the way.
Nope.
And this is what bottom decking looks like. This is what bottom decking looks like.
I thought you had chips in your folder.
For real, though. It's okay, Snake Man's got what's coming to him. There they are! And then, there goes Snake Man.
You got all your chips and $10,000.
Yeah, perfect. Oops, I didn't mean to save, whatever. Alright. Guess what, chat? We're doing some more gambling.
Unbelievable. You want Recover 120?
Sure. Alright, never lucky.
Well...
Alright, 2 prisms is okay. It's not great, but it's okay. Alright, now we gotta go meet the... We gotta go do the super secret meeting. We just walk through a wall. Remember what I said earlier, chat, where the NPC that looks very out of place is probably the antagonist?
Is it Raoul?
Yeah. Totally. Alright, so this is going to be one of the only comps that we actually don't use a sneak run for, because we can actually run from these encounters, and there's 5 of these comps, and we need to save 1 of our sneak runs for it. Incredible draw. Both my prisms.
Never again?
Oh yeah, never again. Sela, no prisms. There is a backup HP memory up at the top of the screen. If you are a little bit too low on HP for like running away, or it's like skipping with sneak run. But we don't need it, we're good. There is going to be hopefully some kind of jukes here. It's like they if you get grabbed by some of these, they either drain your HP, bring you back to a certain spot, or steal half your zenny. And we want to avoid that. This one's probably going to steal half my zenny. Just kidding. Juke them. R button.
Oh no.
That, like, stock door slam.
Oh
no.
Jennifer, what happened?
Jennifer's hurt. I'm not long for this world. Yep. Mega Man's in quite a pickle. Or lands in quite a pickle here.
But because we have wireless, you can jack in from a distance.
Yeah, I don't know why that was never a thing in later games, but sure. Alright, we just answered that phone call. We didn't need to.
It probably wasn't important.
It was a bill collector. Tell me about my extended warranty or something. Alright, we got Proto... Of course not.
It's Proto Man.
So Proto Man's gonna slash at us.
Is he?
Oh my god, game. Oh, I forgot he does that. Alright, so Proto Man attacks you whenever you throw an attack, but then goes back to his normal tile, so I'm just gonna do that. And delete Chod's official Navi. He's not too happy about it. Oh no! It's... what's her name? I forget her name. Yeah, Princess Pride of Creamland.
Yep.
Which is a very, very interesting name. Would you live in a place called Creamland?
Yeah.
Oh. Alright, we'll carry on then. Chat, would you live in a place called Creamland?
Sounds fine to me.
I don't know. Sounds too creamy. Alright, we have to make sure that we use the attack up or the power up there. Because we are not safe here. I grab that as a backup in case we get yoinked. Like that. Alright, there is a spot coming up here. It's a little scary. I'm actually gonna make a save there. Alright, that's fine. Nope, there it is. I knew that was gonna happen. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's fine.
500 Zenny.
That's fine. This is why I grabbed that. Alright, Nightman's dead.
Who?
See? Easy. We're gonna give Dex a gift. It's a good gift for Dex. I think we need to. No, absolutely not. Alright. Surely nothing can go wrong on a flight home, right? Nothing.
No. Look at how much legroom they have.
I know, right? Look at first class. It's kind of nice. Alright, so I want to point out that my notes here coming up, or mine and Supersonic's notes coming up here is really good. Okay, wait, now notes are misleading here. I forget who you have to talk to now. It says to talk to some. Oh, this guy, Sean. Alright, so there's a very specific section of my notes here that Supersonic and I came up with after we grab stuff here. And it's very important. Land's stomach hurts. So we're gonna go in here, and it says use the lavatory to blast a dookie. very important that we blast the Dookie there. All right, Phantom, do you wanna are we rapping?
I'm not doing anything.
What do you mean? Come on, we have to rap.
Nope.
This guy's about to give me a bottle of whiskey. Chicky chick, baby, make me go kaboom. Can you digit, lady? Oh, my love fire, coming to you soon. All right. I don't know why that guy gives me some whiskey, but sure.
You did a great job.
Thanks.
He was impressed.
Alright, this is my favorite dungeon in the game coming up here. Or my favorite comp, I guess you want to call it. He's not 16, he's like 10. Lana's in 4th grade. We are 320, yeah, okay. Alright. This is my favorite, like, scenario. Has the best song, so I probably won't be talking much.
Just gotta follow the magnets. Can't wait for the fight against Airplane Man.
Yeah, Airplane Man.
What else would it be? You're on an airplane.
Yeah. Plane Man.
Very particular movement to avoid it having to use extra sneak runs. Only have the 5.
Yeah, and going through those magnetic fields actually don't increase your step counter for the sneak runs. So it makes things a lot simpler. But yeah, the whole idea behind this is removing the magnet fields so we can actually move freely. Because a lot of those magnet fields are blocking the path that we need to get to. The encounters here are actually kind of scary. If you're not high enough level or you run out of sneak runs, the encounters here can actually kind of like obliterate you. But we're high enough level to avoid all of that, thankfully.
Yeah, random encounters just aren't really a thing in this game.
Yeah, as long as you know like the level threshold you need to be. It's pretty generous. Who knew a 10-year-old knew how to, like, fix a plane? Kind of wild, if you ask me.
Seems pretty easy.
Yeah, just run. Right? That's how it works.
Yeah. All you gotta do is just go to the end.
Yeah, go to the end and fix it. Easy. Yeah, look, we just fixed the throttle.
Alright, plane's fine. Who's that guy?
Don't worry about it. See it soon enough. Yes. I think that's the pilot's navy.
Oh, that would make sense. Who else would be in here?
Yeah. Sort of net crimes.
That would be illegal.
Yeah. Illegal. Alright, made it through, no problem. Alright, this is Magnet Man. Alright, that was Magnet Man. Yep. That was a boss.
Was it?
Sure. Yeah, Prism Glitch is hilarious. It's definitely a thing that existed in the Japanese version. Oh, hello. Thunder said otherwise. I already beat Thunder Man, though.
Just go back.
But it's outside. Alright, y'all ready? We're about to give Dex his present from Netopia. He's gonna give me a Gut Punch D. So in return, I'm gonna give him this Rock Cube first. Then this flamethrower. And another flamethrower. And then I'm gonna give him this as his next gift.
Oh.
Wow. What a scumbag.
I can't believe that Dex just dodged it.
I know. Unbelievable. It's okay. He has another gift coming soon. But until then, he's gonna eat these flamethrowers. I'll fight him a second time if I want to give him that gift. Here, you can have this gift, though. The gift of true friendship. We're supposed to get a Gutsman 3 there, but, you know, he cheated.
He said you can't win because it was a glitch.
I'll show him a glitch. Alright, so we bought this thing for Yai for 1,000 zennies, and in return, she's gonna give me 10,000. Oh, and then we have to jack into her phone.
To fight crime.
Yeah. This is going to be an absolutely terrifying encounter, by the way. These things have shrimpies in it. And I'm fire. Okay, we're fine. Alright. So next up is our second to last scenario here. This is going to be the Freeze Man scenario, but we have to do a couple of things before we do this. And if we don't do this, we don't have the ability to do it until like way later into the scenario. We're gonna use these gate codes, the gate keys that we found earlier, to open up this portal. And the reason that we do that is once we get to like that part of like the web, we can just access this all the time, and that brings us to all 4 of the squares. Wait. I'm missing something. I don't have an unlocker. Where was I supposed to get an unlocker from? So we're just gonna go buy one. Because apparently I did not get one from something. Oh wait, no, I don't have to do this. Wait, hold on. Well, I might as well while I'm here. There's a scientist outside of Mail's house that I can do that. That one's fake. Yeah, I forgot about that guy. That guy's fake anyway, so it doesn't matter. Oh. Okay, now we can do this. And it's important that we do this because we need money.
True.
Supersonic, you missed the part where we went and blasted a dookie. Alright, well, now everything on the internet is ruined. The internet is under an ice attack right now. And we're doomed. Everything's gonna freeze.
Oh well.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Just wear a jacket.
Just wear a jacket. Alright, so we need to make our way up here. I definitely don't have... a Gutsman V3, so it's fine. Oh, and then... So the one downside to not having Aqua Style is a lot of these fights coming up here are going to be on ice panels. And we don't have Water Style or Aqua Style, so we're going to be slipping and sliding all over the place. It's gonna be great. Okay, so it does 90 hits. Wow, I got a chip drop from that. A 5 rank giving me a chip drop. Incredible.
Trouble is brewing in Yumland.
Alright. So now we're going to activate the other gate keys that we picked up. Which is why we needed to activate that one in particular. Is it you? No, that's the square. This could be a pretty scary encounter here. Those are water elemented, so those could also just delete me at will. Alright, this is my least favorite encounter in the entire run.
Why?
Ratties. Okay. We're fine. We're fine. All right, Sonic, it's coming up. Best part of the run. Not you. You stay out of this. We don't fight Thunderman anymore. Alright, you remember that grill I was telling y'all about this entire time?
Nope.
Well, we're gonna go and we're jacking into the grill.
It has all that meat on top.
Why do you think we're jacking in? Yeah, we needed to save that Mr. Prague in the Yumland area before we can get that heat data, because we're going to need that heat data for a future endeavor. We read this. And now that we have a free pass, I don't need to go through the peasant line. I can just go this way, and I can also walk behind this guy. He just doesn't care. Hey, look, it's Mr. Match.
That's crazy. I wonder what he's doing here.
Never seen that guy before. Alright, so we're going to come over here. We need to pick up one thing, but we need to also take a quiz. So we're going to walk through this wall. And we get a free HP memory out of it. Alright, that's the only thing we ever needed to do in Netopia.
Came across the entire world.
We needed that gate key, it was important. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, so we need to find out how to make special, like, I guess they're called cures for these ice. I'm going the wrong way, don't mind me. We need to come read the BBS board.
Who is Doc?
Doc. Alright. So now we're too cool to make the pathways like towards the square, so we're just gonna start taking our shortcuts. I like to be a little risky here and just not use a sneak run. If you can make it to this cube in time, you won't get an encounter. Ow. That was terrifying.
All right. That's fine.
Alright, so since we didn't get the Zap Ring 2B, we are going to be making a pit stop here early to buy chips. That was actually kind of a cool sound effect from the triple sorting there. Yeah, so since we didn't get that, we're going to use that full cust for a triple, hopefully a triple delete. That one I probably will save scum, just because if not, I have to, I guarantee, like, I guess, bless RNG on random encounters in Netopia for a Zap Ring 2B, and yeah, I ain't doing that. Alright, we might take one encounter here in the Undernet. Nope, not even close. Oh, think wait. Alright, we need taking out one of the guts fans. And then we can just take out says I need an area grab, but I don't think I need that. It's this guy. Oh. All right. We are going to make a save, because we are going to go and hopefully S-rank this encounter. I think it's for the null voids, yeah. Let's... Alright, we're good. Drew exactly what I needed. That should be a zap ring 2B. Yep. Alright. The backup is done. We can continue the story. Alright, so now we're back on the path of finding how to make the yellow cure. And we needed that zap ring to be... I went to the wrong side. We need that zap ring to be for this specific story trigger coming up. So this NPC over here. Wait. Did I... Oh. I'm a fool. Forgot to talk to an NPC. It's okay. We have shortcuts. I might buy some more sneak runs since I've used a couple. Yeah, we should be fine. It's funny how you talk to one NPC and that just sets the whole flag. Try and get through here. We'll take an encounter and that'll be okay. Yeah, I need to... There we go. I'm actually gonna buy the sneak runs now, since I used the extra. Okay, so now we're gonna make our way back to Yumland because we need to go back to the Undernet. We need to go post that world www code on the Undernet BBS in order to summon the doc or the JPEG or PNG or the Excel spreadsheet, whatever he is. Okay. The Undernet doesn't look as scary as it does in other games. Other games, things are like on fire. Navis actually look evil. This game, it just looks like the Xbox logo took over.
That's pretty scary.
True. See, look, it's just a giant Xbox logo. Oh no, my sneak run is all used up. Oh no, whatever will I do? Nothing. Okay. We're going to sneak into the BBS room, and we're going to go post the www keyword. Alright, we did it.
I didn't see anything.
And here's the doc. So the doc wants us to give up all of our battle chips and our levels back to 1 in order to do this. But he gives it right back to us. This is also the longest scenario in the game. I think like my my PB split was like 30-ish minutes or so. It's pretty long. This... This is a pretty scary virus encounter coming up. These are fishy 2s. Whenever they dash at you, they leave a fire trail. What the game doesn't tell you is that the fire trail damage stacks. So if 3 fishies go over the same tile, it will effectively just delete you in one hit. But it's okay, because we have the power of Buttsman. And a flamethrower. There's going to be a lot of jacking out and jacking back into the square PC, by the way.
What else would you do?
I don't know. Take a break. Relax. Breathe a little. Grab a snack?
No.
No.
Too many things to do.
But snacks are good. You mean to tell me you wouldn't want to grab a snack?
Nope.
Wow. Alright. So that NPC told us that his brother is a key maker who can make us a key to anything, but he's lost. Or he's off like fighting like blue viruses or something or whatever. We need to go find him. So we have to go back to the Xbox net. But this time we're going to take a little slight detour here. We're going to pick up one final HP memory, leaving our grand total of HP at 420.
That was yesterday, though.
Just unsleep. Then it's 420 again. First, we have a virus here. course, they went in opposite directions, weirdos.
What? Where else were they supposed to go?
Not that way. Alright. Oh, that's not a encounter we want. It's fine, though. 'Cause they're dead. You'll see those enemies in a little bit. Alright, more sneak runs. That all? Okay. Didn't know how many I used. So now we gotta go talk back to the brother, let him know that his brother is safe and that he can go home. We're getting close to the end of this scenario, I promise. We actually never make a blue cure, because you find out that Freeze Man was the cure all along, and the friends we made along the way or something like that. Okay, now we have to go right back to Undernet 3 where we just saw the other NPC. Alright. Yeah, I saw it coming. It's okay. Oh, we could have prisoned.
Oh well.
Try and save one of these sneak runs. Alright. Undernet 3. Xbox 360. I think this is one of the last times we actually make this long run. Thank goodness Mega Man like autocorrects running. I don't know if these games would be that great of runs if they didn't like autocorrect like the movement like this.
True. Always moving at max speed.
Yeah. Okay, so now we go back to Net Square, where we can meet the Gatekeeper, Keymaker, Force Master. We're gonna make a purchase here as well. He gives me his Gate Key D. We're gonna make a final dash towards the culprit of everything. We're gonna use this brand new key that we just got, the Gate Key D. And we're gonna go to Kotobuki Square. But there's a secret passageway back here that we couldn't access before. To make sure you use that power up there, you have a chance of getting an encounter. Alright, it's very important that we grab this. This is another sub-memory, which will allow us to buy 6 sneak runs, which we'll need all 6 of them for the final section of the game. Also, this encounter is going to be very dangerous. We're going to be fighting something called Null and Void, and they deal a lot of damage, and they're water elemented, and we didn't draw what we needed. Okay, not even close. I could have died there.
Very dangerous encounter.
I could have died there. Okay. Now we're gonna go back to Kotobuki Square. Because that NPC has basically told us, oh, it's under your nose the whole time. And he also gives us a key. That's not the way. It was here the whole time, chat. This fight. Oh my lord. This is pretty bad. I'm dead. Wait, might not be. Now I'm dead. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, nothing's wrong, nothing's wrong. Nothing's,
Easy.
everything's okay, y'all. It's okay. It's fine.
Uh-huh.
We are okay. It's fine. This should give me an HP max for S ranking it. Because I'm 20 HP, so it's fine. Everything is okay, I promise. Everything's under control. Oh, he destroyed it. No. Okay. This is a problem. See, it's good. Nothing's wrong. I wasn't sweating, chat. I don't know if y'all were sweating, but I definitely wasn't. Alright, so this is Freeze Man. So that was Freeze Man. See? Wasn't even concerned.
Nope, never.
Everything's fine. Did I buy an AC/DC ticket pass? I did! Wow, I'm proud of me. It's the power of top decking. Alright, so everything's unfrozen, so the net's fine. Internet is saved. This way. So now we need to come here and buy one last power-up. Wrong guy. Find out that there's some stuff going on back here. Even after we defeated Freeze Man, there's some bad navies coming out. That guy. And that Mr. Prague. See, look, watch. I'm a bad program. Got a problem? My favorite part about these notes is that Sonic and I we've done this many of times where we forget to use the power-ups before going to apartment. So I put it in like size like 72 font. It just says use power-ups. Alright, as long as we are level 51, we are immune to encounters. There's gonna be... This section of the game has minor flashing, so as long as we're like outside over here, please look away. There is minor flashing. Do I need to do this? I don't think I needed to do this. We just need to... Yeah. Alright. This is probably one of the best songs in the game. This is Apartment Comps. This is the final dungeon. There's a lot of radiation going here, and we need to get our elevators working. We have to be very careful here. The encounters here are dangerous. Sure, this, the sneak runs will stop the encounters, but it is very dangerous. They have those shadow encounters that are only like damageable by sword. In this this PC, like a lot of them, and we need to avoid them at all costs. Want to kind of explain like what's going on here, like what are we grabbing here while I do this?
So in order to reverse the distortion of the dungeon, we're picking up the elebits to fix each part, and when the area is fixed, you can reverse the dungeon as normal. I think this also opens up like the different floors in the elevator.
Yeah, it does.
Which isn't super relevant, but it's something that does technically exist.
Yeah, the biggest thing is we need to open up the elevator to the top floor, the 30th floor.
Yeah, it's not... It looks more complicated than it really is. You're mostly just going in pretty much the only path you really can take, and then going back a little bit, opening up new paths, and then continuing from there.
Yeah.
Of course, all ending with the boss refights. As kind of expected.
This game doesn't do refights? Wait, what? What do you mean? So, like, the best part of the game. Yeah. Looking at my own maps, and I like, what? Did I get lost?
It's a shame that you skipped the cutscene where Dex was exhausted from jacking into the elevators constantly.
Leave it to Dex. It's stupid. It's actually, I forgot about that line. It's actually really funny.
$271. The numbers mean literally nothing.
Actually, they do. 271 just means floor 27. I'm greeting. I'm greeting. Stop greeting.
Almost there.
Just gotta not greed. We need to save, I think, 2 more of these sneak runs. Oh, right. I haven't grabbed it yet. Haha. This brings me where? There we go.
There, obviously.
Yeah, easy. There is an HP, I think it's an HP memory or a power up there, like on that upper path. We don't need it though. It's a crutch. We might take one encounter here. I think I might have used that sneak run a little too late. Or too early.
Early. You just don't get the encounter.
Yeah, you're right. My bad. Nah, it's fine. Alright, boss rush time. Except these bosses didn't level up.
Oh no, it's Airman.
Oh no.
It's Quick Man.
Oh no. Oh no,
Cut
it's
Man.
Cut Man. Oh no.
He's gonna use scissors.
Oh no. Oh no. Hey, who's that guy?
I don't know. Probably nothing.
Looks like a nothing. Alright. This is Gospel Comp. These are very straightforward comps. There's like only like 2 branching paths. But you get to see some isometric movement here with overlaying paths. And some spinning spike balls in the back. And then another boss rush. Alright, that was Nightman again.
Who?
Oh, nuts. Now we actually have to look at Magnet Man. Alright, that was Magnet Man. And this is Freeze Man again. And he's dead. Alright. Making a safety save here, because we cannot save in this comp. This is the final dungeon. It is a straight shot all the way to the boss.
I wonder who the final boss is.
Guts Man.
Well, that'll be fun.
Yeah, we all know what Guts Man's weak to. Presents. Alright, we have 2 bosses here. We're going to be fighting Base, and then we are going to be fighting Gospel, which looks like Gregar, hilariously enough. What in the hell is this draw?
Nice.
Bro. Bro. Alright, well, we get to see Base a little bit longer. Alright, we have to be a little careful here where he goes. Alright, Base is dead.
Oh no.
Alright, and this is Gospel. It's doing the same thing it did on base. I'm actually gonna refighting, like fighting Gospel without the glitch. I don't have the chip folder for that, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna reload that. I was a little early on that tree bomb toss, which is very unfortunate, but it happens. It's okay though, we get to fight base again, haha.
This time.
This time we'll most certainly draw the prism. Right? Right?
Sure.
See, easy. Now we just have to wait for him to attack, because I don't trust him going into the center. Alright. And that was Gospel. Alright, time is going to be coming up when land jumps in the air and you see the swing.
He's dead. Oh.
Time. He's dead. Oh no. Also, that was the same kid from the plane earlier.
What plane?
What plane? You know. Plane Man.
Yeah.
But yo, thanks for letting me showcase this game, and also, you know, fart around with Phantom earlier as well with BN6. If you're interested in learning these games, the Battle Networks, like, they have like an entire like series Discord, and a whole bunch of channels with like a lot of help and guides and a lot of awesome people there that could get you started with speedrunning this game. Yeah, I mean, these are great games. I love these games. The speedruns are a lot of fun. It's funny when you just one-shot, you know, the final boss like that. But yeah, any shout-outs you want to do, Phantom?
No, I think that covers basically everything there. But it's a fun series. There's a lot of... Every game is different in its own unique way.
Yeah. Like, each game has their own gimmick, which is really nice. Yeah. I'm not done. I'm done today. I'm not done in general. I'll be back tomorrow. And I'll be back on Friday as well. Tomorrow I'll be back running Terranigma for the Super Nintendo, which is a Quintet series game. So I'm looking forward to that one. That's a long RPG as well. And then Friday I'll be back here running Dragon Quest III HD. Phantom, you want to shout yourself out?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be back on Thursday also for Paper Mario, and then closing out the marathon on Sunday?
I think.
Is it Sunday? It's Sunday or Saturday with Twilight Princess.
Yeah, what the dog doing though? But, yo, thanks for having us. Thanks for watching, y'all. I appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and let our mods take over and send y'all off to the next game. Thanks for having me. Y'all have a good one and take care of yourselves.